Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the west spawn of Sand River and it's under the command of ProvoBob. Now normally when we see ProvoBob he's in a game with lots of bots, yes, because he's on the SEA server, and in the Asia servers they do tend to get short numbers of players on occasion. And on this occasion, well, there are 13 players either side, so we're short 2 players on each side, but there's no bots. But he's in the M44, which is arguably one of the best arties in the game. Certainly one of the best credit earners. And I think ProvoBob enjoys this his M44 as do I. Now surprisingly, he's not using premium consumables, because if you do use premium consumables you get a much faster fire rate. And he's platooned with the Hummel also on his team. So let's see how they can get on together. The normal reload time for an M44 is around about the 17-second mark. You can lower that down to about 16 seconds if you've got premium consumables, and down to about 15 seconds or just slightly over 15 seconds if you've got an innovative loading mechanism, or the extra loading mechanism from the bonds. Long shot on the Churchill 7, direct hit on his engine bay, 237 hit points, good shot. It's about a 4-second flight time from this end of the battlefield to the other. It is virtually from one end to the other at the moment, so you have to lead a long lead on the target if you want to get a hit. Now that King Tiger's moving slowly, he still hits him! Right onto his rear, right onto the engine bay, the weakest spot. He's now following the Churchill 7. He's giving enough lead. Just work out where the target's headed. Fires around in that direction. And another hit, but this time it was a splash. 205. Now these 155mm shells are capable of doing 550 alpha. They'll penetrate 39mm of armour, so most of these shots are non-penetrating shots. He fires one at the Churchill, just pulls out of the way in time. Still gets stunned, and it looks like he was tracked as well. He's tracked on one side. He's fixed his tracks. He's now moving again, so he's going to feel a bit victimised for the next few seconds, because I don't think that ProvoBob's going to give up on hitting him until a better target comes into view and he's got this King Tiger captured again. He's dialing in. He's ready to go. Rounds out. King Tiger captured. Splat. 209 hit points and a little bit of stun. It's normally enough to actually enable you to pick up some stun assist, and it looks like the Hummel is also aiming at the same targets ProvoBob has, because ProvoBob marks his target. He's putting the T key, pressing the T key when the reticule's over the target, and that puts the down arrows above the target. If you do that, then your other teammates can see what you're aiming at, and if they fire at the same target, then there's a good chance that will happen. Yep. The Hummel fired at that tank, badly damaged him, and when ProvoBob's shell went in, it finished him off, and they've got a kill. Okay, going for the Baguette Panther. Rounds out. He's pulling back out the way. Oh, he only gets stunned. But I think that means the enemy has given up that part of the map. They can't capture it. And the Baguette Panther, oh, and the Churchill goes down to the Hummel. Okay, now we've got a KV2 arm. Now that's the premium KV2. Rounds out. Direct hit, 179. ProvoBob's on fire this evening. He's really getting accurate shots. Incredibly accurate shots. Admittedly, he's not relocating after every shot, but in this battle, I think he's reasonably certain that the enemy isn't going to try to hunt him down. The enemy have actually only got one Arty on their team, one M44. Okay, he's ready to go. KV2, meet shell. 116 points gone. He's a kill shot now. One shot. Oh, and that was the shot from the Hummel. Just missed, but the kill shot actually went to our T20. There's the Baguette. And he did stay in the pass, but he's now fighting off an IS. And really, that's no match because the Baguette's so thin armor. Rounds out. This will hit him. Or if it didn't, it stunned him. And, yep. So ProvoBob picks up the stun assist off that one. He's got 1.5k of actual damage and 0.5k of stun assist. And now he's relocating a little because there's an enemy tank nearby. Yes, a VK3002D's managed to creep up on us. And I think the Hummels realised that too. They need to get out of there quick. Just need to go north bank of the river or dip down into the river bed to get out of sight of the enemy tanks. He's been joined by an AMD 1678B. And since the SU-152 went around, and we've got a T-52 coming in to help from north bank of the river. This is a good move to actually move up here. The enemy does have a Panther 10 nearby, but this is a good site to actually fire from because this is the place normally you'd fire from if you were in an assault game. So if he sets up here, he'd be quite happy because he's got good protection from that sandbank there, that dune. The Hummel, unfortunately, he stayed near the cap, but luckily the 3002 was taken out. So now he gets a chance to aim at the enemy tanks who are near the cap. And he's aiming at the position that the T-29 went last to. And he's there! He is there! The shell hit him. There was no explosion, so he definitely touched the T-29. It does help to follow your minimap sometimes. Work out where the enemy was last seen. And then lob a shell into that spot. And he's hit him again! The T-29 didn't change position after that last shot. So he's probably lost about 500 hit points from those two shots there. I reckon he'll move after that one. If he doesn't, then he really deserves to go out the game. Yeah, he did move. He's probably in the bushes to the right. He's just trying to work it out. Yes, I'd say he's in the bushes to the right then. He won't abandon the position. And he won't stop looking because he's looking for the enemy. So I reckon that would have damaged him. Okay, the AMD 178B is coming out. I suspect that the T-29 told him there's an Arty up in that corner and he's headed this way. Rounds out. Oh, stunned him. It's made him change direction. Now we've got an Nashorn in the vicinity as well, and the T-20 is coming down to see if he can get some shots on that AMD. There he goes. He's into a position. AMD's the other side of the dune at the moment. That hit the top of the dune. But the AMD's about to meet the T-52, and the T-52's a far better tank than the AMD. And that's the end of the game. In fact, actually, it was the T-52 who got the kill. So there's only 5 enemies left now. 3 tank destroyers, that T-29 and 1 Arty. Okay, firing at the T-29 again. That shell looped over the top of the bush and landed a long way behind. I still think that T-29's down there. And the reason the T-150 won't go down is because he's worried about that T-29 90mm gun. Or the 105mm gun, depending on which one he's got. You never know. All of these shells are likely to be doing damage, but we do see a Nashorn, and ProvoBob knows how to switch aim straight away using the right hand mouse button. What you do is you hold down your control key, you put your right hand mouse button over the minimap, the spot you want to see, right click on it, and oh, double team him. That was the Hummel. The Hummel fired in at the same time and he got the kill. And there is the SU-100, so I think he must have been damaged by those shells. But the T-29, I think he's still there. Rounds out in the bush. I'm certain that T-29 won't abandon that position because he's worried about that T-150. And he knows if the T-150 gets down to the riverbed, then the game's basically all over. Because he won't be able to stop the T-150 getting spots. There's the SU-152. He was trying as well. You see he was stunned. And he's now receiving fire from one of our other teammates. I think that's either the T-150 or it's the Nashorn that are getting shots into him. Lining up around. Rounds out. Must have been right in front of him. Believe it or not, ProvoBob is actually running short on ammo. And the enemy Arty's been found. He's right on the south end of the map. So this is another long-range shot from one end of the map to the other. He stopped to take a shot. Rounds out. He's moving back. Okay, he's got splash. Now, will the Hummel hit him as well? I'm hoping so. He's moving. And yes, the Hummel hit him. So now he's a one-shot. You only need to land the round near him. Go for it. You've got 10 rounds left, but you could do it. T52 is heading in that direction. Any second now he'll spot him. There he is. Okay, that oh, big reticule bloom. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And just at the wrong moment, he gets a reticule bloom. That's the Hummel. T52 is going to go in and finish him. And yes, he's ticking affirmative. Yes, he got him. And the T52 jumps over the dune. So the enemy is now down to just 2 players. A T29 and an SU-152. Everyone else has been wiped out. And when he's firing around at that bush, guesstimating that the enemy's there, but the T-150 still hasn't moved down from the north. Now he is. Now he's coming down. And now we might find out where that T-29 is. I'm still pretty certain the T-29 is in that same bush. He's in the same spot. There he is. He was just around the corner, hiding behind the rock, looking to the north, trying to work out where our guy was. And now he's been splashed. So it's just a matter of the Hummel now hitting him from the other direction. The Hummel's on the move, unfortunately, at the moment. And the T-29 is now permanently spotted. ProvoBob fires another round in. He's running short on ammo. That was a direct hit on his rear for 77. At least I think that's his rear. The gun is actually pointing in that direction, so it could be his front. It is his front, actually, funny enough. And splashed him for 28. T-20 is going up behind him. And the kill shot actually goes to the Nashorn. So now it's just that SU-152, and there he is. He's been spotted. And I suspect that ProvoBob will get the first lob. Rounds in. And it hits the target. Knocks the tree down. That is going to be one stunned SU-152 it is. And he's looking in the right direction, but they're all... No, get behind him. Go behind him, T-20. ProvoBob fires around in and annihilates the guy from behind. Gives him a 155mm enema. And that's the end of his game. What a great game. 3 kills for the Hummel, 2 kills for ProvoBob. That was a good choice on the platoon. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for ProvoBob in the M44. What a good game that was. I bruised the middle for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 21 in that one. In fact, he ran short on ammo at the end of that game. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he also got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else, and that was really, really good. Win 8 for the game, 6,169. Very effective and surprising doing that he did that without using premium consumables. Yes, normally you'd expect to get that sort of results off premium consumables if you're a good player, but to get it without premium consumables is something else. If we look at the team score, we can see he did get the highest damage, 2,820 hit points of damage. And the only 2 players who managed to get over 2,000 hit points was the Hummel, his platoon mate, Subaru07. Well played. He managed to get a Gore's medal and a Confederate as well. So 2 Artys managed to get Gore's medals and Confederate in the same game, on the same team, in the same platoon. 2,478 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was actually the Hummel shared the top spot with the T20. They both had 3 kills, but ProvoBob followed up with 2 kills along with the T52, and the M44 on the enemy team managed 2 kills as well. When it came to base XP, yes, it's ProvoBob. He did more damage than everyone else. 1,374 base experience points. 1,191 went to the T52, who managed to get a patrol duty and scout. So he was the guy who was providing most of the information that the Arty were using to actually get their shots on target. So well done to him for user 3,173,013. What an odd name. And 948 goes to the T20, and our fellow Arty managed to get 940 base experience points. 33 shots fired. He was running short on ammo. 11 direct hits, no penetrations, but 31 splash. 2,820 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2 and did 79 hit points of damage assistance, but 1,189 hit points of stun assist off 26 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 59,792 credits, and after ammunition resupply, still took away 43,127 credits. He got 35 bonds in that game. I think that's Veni Vidi Vici, plus the extra for the Gore's medal, the high caliber and the Confederate. And he also picked up 2,061 XP and 20,000 for completing a mission. So that's a huge jump in his skill of 22,061. His crew skills are going to be going up tremendously after that one game alone. But what a great game it was. Only 13 players on either side. But oh my gum, the Arty made a huge effort in this game and it paid off massively. So I hope you enjoyed that game. If you did, please give this video a like and do leave a comment down below congratulating ProvoBob, because that was a great game, and well done again to our friendly Arty, who Subaru07, who was excellent because they worked as a team. They really did hit the same targets, they followed each other's cues, and as a result they maximized their damage. Well done. Thanks for watching.